Homer may not be the best husband to Marge, but when it comes to Lisa, we see a lot of effort in him trying to be a good father to her. Well, these are the different scenarios in the series where we could spot the unique father and daughter moments between Lisa and Homer. Finding happiness. Homer and Lisa's heartfelt memories started already from the first season in the episode Moaning Lisa. Lisa experienced a phase in her life just like every other teenage girl where nothing about life became interesting anymore. The crazy part of this plot is that we can't decipher why she felt that way. Going to school nor her hobbies could solve the problem.
Lisa! Lisa! What's the problem? You falling? Lisa!
Homer tried to be the supportive father by making numerous attempts to cheer his little girl up. But eventually, he gave up his plans to beat Bart in a boxing video game. Later, the Simpsons visited a jazz club to hear Bleeding Gums Murphy sing a blues number written by Lisa, and this actually made her happy. Come to think of it, this father and daughter do share a love of music, just think about it. Homer had a band and singing career that took him places while Lisa had a saxophone she played. Their affinity for music says a lot about how much they share in common, even their IQ. Remember that episode where we found out that Homer had crayons in his brain that made him as dumb as he is, and when he removed the crayons, he was so smart he was a danger to himself? Well, don't you think Lisa's intelligence is a mirror of that? Lisa is so smart because that is Homer's default setting, maximum intelligence. You know what, let's check out another wholesome moment between these two. Thou shalt not steal. Lisa, the diligent Christian girl, felt uneasy when Homer got an illegal cable hookup so he could invite his friends over to watch every major sporting event. She knew that the Bible disapproved of stealing and the 10 Commandments, so when everybody came over for the World Heavyweight Championship boxing match, Lisa sat outside on the front step in protest. Homer reluctantly missed the fight to join her. Aw, this is just too cute. Homer was reluctant about not watching the match, but he chose to consider his daughter's feelings over the match. It just shows how thoughtful he is towards his daughter. Lisa's crush. Lisa is the focus of Season 2's Lisa's Substitute, but her relationship with her substitute teacher, Mr. Bergstrom, played by guest star Dustin Hoffman, is contrasted interestingly with her relationship with Homer. When Lisa's teacher became sick, Mr. Bergstrom was made Lisa's substitute teacher and he took a turn in impacting Lisa's life. He recognized her talents, those that had been often overlooked by Homer. While Mr. Bergstrom was interested in all the intellectual subjects Lisa is, Homer struggled to care for his daughter. Lisa fell in love with her handsome substitute teacher, who was her ideal father figure from the very beginning and the actual opposite of her biological father, who found it difficult to understand her most of the time. Unfortunately, Mr. Bergstrom is set to leave Springfield for good. When he left, Lisa was frustrated and sad, and she transferred the aggression on Homer, calling him a baboon. Marge told Homer to console Lisa, explaining how their daughter was very hurt emotionally and is in need of her father. Homer went to his daughter's room uncertain of how to deal with Lisa's sadness and also uncomfortable seeing his daughter crying. Homer tried to explain to Lisa how he can't really understand how it feels to lose someone important because everyone he has ever loved and cared about still lives with him. He hinted at Lisa calling him a baboon and in a loving manner mimicked a monkey in order to cheer her up. We see Homer in this scene putting himself out there to do whatever it takes to see Lisa happy again. Lisa apologized to Homer for calling him a baboon and he forgave her instantly. That was a proud father-daughter moment. But damn, Lisa shouldn't have called him that. Lisa's pony versus Homer. We feel Lisa had every right to get pissed off at Homer's attitude in the episode Lisa's Pony. Homer had accepted to get a new reed for Lisa's saxophone, which she intended to use that night for a talent show. Sad to say, Homer decided to drink beer at Moe's Tavern before attending to Lisa's urgent need. His actions produced bad results for Lisa, who humiliated herself in the talent show. When Homer saw some home movies, he realized he's been a terrible parent to Lisa for her whole life, so he decided to make up for it with an extravagant gesture, making every little girl's dream come true and buying her a pony. However, since pony maintenance is a big expense, Homer has to take a second job at the Quickie Mart, allowing himself about 5 minutes of sleep a day. That's really touching. Seeing her father work so hard, Lisa sadly gave up on the pony, allowing Homer to go back to solely working his regular job. Lisa tells Homer that there's a big dumb animal she loves even more than her pony, and that was Homer himself. Learning the truth. Homer discovered Lisa's talent for predicting the winners of football games in Season 3's Lisa the Greek, so he used it to his advantage and bled Moe drive cash. Lisa was enjoying the moment she spent with Homer over football, but Homer was only using her to make money for himself, not paying attention, as opposed to Lisa. Lisa was heartbroken and disappointed when she learned the truth that Homer doesn't want to keep spending Sundays with her when the NFL season is over. Homer, on the other hand, canceled his bowling game with Barney and went hiking with his daughter instead to make up for his actions. True beauty. When a caricaturist made Lisa feel self-conscious about her looks in the episode Lisa the Beauty Queen, Homer reluctantly sold his Duff blimp ticket to enter her in a beauty pageant. Lisa only ended up being the runner-up in the initial contest, but held onto the crown when the true winner was struck by lightning while holding the Little Miss Springfield scepter. The winner was hospitalized for her injuries, and Lisa was crowned Little Miss Springfield. Homer in this episode tried his best to make his daughter believe in herself, rather than letting people's words bring down her confidence. We see Homer playing the supportive father and friend to Lisa in this episode, the best father and daughter duo. Lisa's wedding was a heartfelt episode for Homer and Lisa, including the viewers as well. When Lisa met a breathtaking British man named Hugh, the pair fell in love and got engaged, traveling back to Springfield for the wedding. Homer gave Hugh goofy cufflinks as a wedding gift, but Hugh refused to wear it for the wedding. Lisa couldn't stand her father being mocked, neither their relationship trampled upon. In fact, she was so indignant that she called off the wedding because no man is worth sacrificing her relationship with her father. Back in the present, the story reaffirmed Lisa's love for her father as she met up with him and they left the carnival together, becoming a vegetarian. Lisa suddenly decided to become a vegetarian after a visit to a petting zoo in the 5th episode of the 7th season. She decided that she could no longer eat the meat of an animal and refused to consume her mother's carnivorous dinner. Meanwhile, Homer was planning a barbecue for the entire town to rival Flanders' cookout. Lisa stole Homer's meticulously prepared hog roast, the star of the event, and sent it flying into a dam. But she found solace in Apu, who revealed that he was also a vegetarian, and he introduced her to his celebrity pals Paul and Linda McCartney, who were both devoted to animal welfare. They encouraged Lisa to return home. Just like the prodigal son, Lisa went home and reunited with Homer, who gave her a veggie back ride. Bonding. The first plot of Season 7's Bart on the Road revolved around Bart printing himself a fake driver's license and taking his pals on a road trip in a rented car. But the B part had to do with Lisa spending her entire spring break at the nuclear plant bonding with her dad. They came up with fun games to play to make the time pass, and Lisa felt at that moment she could trust Homer with her secret. So she opened up to him about her crush on Langdon Alger, missing Lisa. After Marge had refused to give Lisa permission to go to the museum on her own in the episode Lost Star Lisa, she called Homer at work and tricked him into giving her permission. Lisa, at this point, used her relationship and bond with Homer to get what she wanted. After she took the bus too far, she got lost in an unfamiliar part of Springfield. Homer went in search of Lisa. He even stole a cherry picker to get a better view, but ended up getting his head stuck in a closing drawbridge. When he finally found her, he took her to the museum and broke in so she could still see the exhibits. Now that's true love right there, but in a bad way. Wise Homer. In Season 12, Episode 9, we found out that Homer initially wasn't born dumb, but a crayon got lodged in his brain when he was a child, and this led to his diminished intellect. Lisa loved her newly intellectual father. They shared sweet moments together. Sadly, this wasn't the life Homer wanted for himself. So we had Moe reinsert the crayon, but not before he wrote a heartfelt letter to Lisa that said, "I just want you to know, being smart made me appreciate how amazing you really are. My daughter the hero." In the Fraudcast news, Mr. Burns made several attempts to discredit Lisa, and they turned out to be successful until Homer could no longer sit idly by and witness his daughter face such difficulty and distress during work. So he decided to start his own paper, the Homer Times, which he used to pay tribute to Lisa via a touching article entitled "My Daughter, the Hero."
I may be her father, but when I grow up, I want to be just like her.
Becoming a better father. In The Dad Who Knew Too Little, we could see how the father and daughter relationship was portrayed between Homer and Lisa. When Homer created a disastrous birthday video for Lisa, she concluded that her dad knew absolutely nothing about her. Consequently, Homer enlisted the help of a questionable private investigator so he could understand his daughter better. Homer's inability to pay the investigator his exorbitant expenses resulted in both him and Lisa going on the run. With the investigator about to end Homer's life with a gun, Lisa rushed to his rescue. As Homer said, it was Lisa's impeccable sense of hearing that caused her to find her father in this precarious position. In a pleasing twist, Lisa realized that Homer wasn't a bad father like she had assumed. After rescuing Homer from the vengeful investigator, the pair are happily united. Dad's betrayal. In season 20's, Homer and Lisa exchange crosswords. Lisa the bookworm realized her knack for crosswords and took part in a national championship. Homer made crazy cash from betting on Lisa. He ended up making his biggest score yet by reluctantly betting against her. Lisa felt so betrayed that she renounced the Simpsons name and instead took her mother's maiden name and started going by Lisa Bouvier. Now that's sensitive Lisa taking things personal. Homer redeemed himself by introducing Lisa to crossword legend Will Shortz. Lisa would definitely fancy such things, and Homer, once again, was forgiven. After watching this video, you would agree with us that Homer and Lisa's relationship is one of the sweetest in The Simpsons. I mean, he might have even named her in honor of his mother, Mona Lisa. Homer wasn't Lisa's ideal father figure, all brainy, wealthy, attentive, and others, but one thing is certain, Homer was ready to sacrifice or do anything for Lisa's happiness. Hit that notification bell for more content like this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye, folks.